The latest innovations. Okay. A big one, and I will pass the baton to Duncan and Scott, but we added a little bit of success factor to ERPsim as an option that you can activate as a facilitator. And we created a new role, which is the business manager role. And you'll get a chance to be hands-on at this. It doesn't cover everything in success factor. The intent was not to showcase everything, but to show that SAP is more than ERP. It is a suite of solutions. We've done a similar thing with Business Network, and we are in discussion with the Global Conquer team to actually add a little plug-in so that there's a talking point that you can activate. Now, Duncan and Steve, you're part of the customer evolution team. Can you share what was the rationale and your goals in sponsoring this addition to ERPsim?
Very much so, and thanks, Guy, for your leadership and Cameron, your teamwork in developing this has just been at the gold standard from our point of view. At the beginning of this process, about a year ago, the HCM team was on the outside looking in, and we were hearing from our colleagues on the ERP team about how ERPsim was the most highly rated content in the workshops that we are delivering to help our installed base customers modernize and move to the cloud. And yet, it was highly rated, but HCM was entirely unrepresented. And so we saw a void and a gap and an opportunity to take this best-in-class content and extend it, consistent with our corporate strategy, where Christian Klein has set a tone very clearly at the top that we are a suite-wide company. And so by teaming together between the Customer Evolution Program, Duncan Scott on our team principally, with Cameron, we've come up with what we believe to be a super balance that fills a void where previously ERPsim for sustainability and distribution just talked about money and stuff, but it ignored the people factor. Now we can talk about the role of people, about how important it is to find skills and staff a team that can fulfill the mission. And in this case, the mission is the gameplay. And we actually use the application for goal management to track the score and track the progress within the game. So we've blended the capabilities of SuccessFactors, not just for the traditional HR hire to retire use cases, but actually to support the planning scenario that is already the mainstay of the ERPsim offering. So we just couldn't be more pleased at the way this came together. The quality of input from our internal stakeholders and from the Baton team, I think, led us to a place where in 5 minutes or less, we can tell an HR story without deviating too far from the ERP script, but in that way, setting the seeds early to expand the deal and to grow a more strategic footprint with the customer and box out our competition along the way. So we are really thrilled that we're now unveiling this for the bigger stakeholder audience, and of course want to learn from the people who apply this out with customers. How can we make the right adjustments to take it even further? But we're proud of our baby here, and thank you so much for your sponsorship, your teamwork, and your really smart, enlightened experience that helped us get it to this point.
Yeah. Thanks, Duncan. So you folks are going to be hands-on.